back with our final update on the IOKA restoration project. And as you can see, a lot has changed since our last update in March. Let's take a look. Last we saw the building, masons were just finishing installing new windows and steelworkers began erecting the framework for 3 new canopies that run along the face of the building. The new canopies are reminiscent of some of the first that were on the building when it opened in 1915. Original plans for the renovations included reusing letters from the IOKA marquee. With the letters now residing at their new home at the American Sign Museum in Ohio, new letters had to be manufactured. The new letters will serve as a tribute to the many decades that the Mayor Building was home to the IOKA Theater. Back in March, the interior of the building was entering the final stages, with sheetrock delivered for the upper 3 floors. Like everything else in the project, sheetrock had to enter the building through one of the existing doors and windows. This proved to be challenging work, especially for the high ceilings on the top floor. Crews quickly began to finish the new residential units with plastering, trim work, painting, and bathroom and kitchen installs. The model unit was finished in August, showing what the new residential spaces would look like. Back on the outside of the building, masons were working on the exterior alleyway between the IOKA and 45 Water Street. The newly restored alley will serve as an entrance to the lower levels of both buildings, and offers a glimpse of the beautiful river environment. These river views are the new focus for the renovated Mayor Building. Since the removal of the Great Dam in 2017, this section of the river has been teeming with fish, birds, and other local wildlife. A patron inside the old IOKA Theater would never have known that this unique environment existed just beyond the rear wall of the theater. In October, work began on the last major change to the exterior appearance of the building, completing the structural restoration construction phase of the project. The rooftop terrace offers extended views both up and down river. With the final major changes nearing completion, new Exeter residents will soon move into the upstairs apartments, and the first commercial tenant in the building is preparing to open its doors to the public. We caught up with the owner of Inkwell Coffee and Tea House of Littleton, New Hampshire, Jim Annan, as he was putting the final touches on the new coffee bar, which will be located in the rear of the first floor overlooking the river. As the first space in the historic building set to reopen to the public, Mr. Annan was excited to offer a spot for Exeter residents to gather.
You know, anytime you move into a historical building, you have a lot of different sentiments in town, what the building was, what it is. And we really hope to make this part of the showcase for the community, that they've done a lot of work renovating this over the last number of years. It's got a lot of character in the building and the history. So we want to kind of piggyback on that and just be an opportunity for people to come in, for local people, a place that they've known, for visitors, a place that they may have heard about. So that's really important to us, is to establish something in the community that means something to the community.
The construction chapter and our coverage of the IOKA renovation project is coming to a close. A huge thank you to the developers David Cowie and Jay Caswell for granting us access to the project, and for allowing the public to follow along as the gem that is the IOKA transformed from a closed theater space to a new mixed-use building. Now, each time as you pass by the newly restored Mayor Building and see the IOKA letters standing over Water Street, you can remember the times you've had at the theater and the new memories yet to come.